Sometimes when you live in the world, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people disbelieve you. People think you're talking crazy. People think you're talking nonsense about everything. But when you can see what they can't see, they get surprised, they get worried, they get nervous. And you tell them the truth about things and they don't seem to realise and understand. You tell them everything. You tell them stories, you tell them your thoughts and your ideas. But it doesn't seem to bother them. It doesn't seem to faze them. But when they want to talk about their problems and thoughts and ideas to you, it works both ways. You expect them to listen and you to listen. But they're just in it for themselves. It's like a one-way conversation. You know what I mean? The world's a strange place. Always will be. But sometimes people wake up and realise and understand the people that were around them were telling them the truth and weren't lying and weren't making things up and weren't crazy. The people that were crazy were the people that were doing the damage to you. Like your friends and your family. I'm not saying every friends and family are bad or people you meet. But they're the ones who are giving you the pain, giving you the damage, giving you the pills, giving you the drink and the drugs. Not you, or you were doing it yourselves. You may go drinking drugs and pills with other people. But what my point is, imagine talking about a story to them that you think is true yourself and they think it's all make-believe. But it's true out of your eyes and out of your brain, you can see it. And they think it's funny and a laugh and it's bizarre because you're talking about these stories that are not true and not even interesting and boring to them. It's alright for them to have their interests and your interests, but they don't see it the same way. When they're around you, around your friends, they talk to you differently. Do you know what annoys me, I tell you? When you're trying to talk to your granddad, yeah, or your grandma, or your mum and dad, and you're just trying to talk to them respect, kindness, love, you love them very much, and you do a lot for them, and you appreciate them. I'm not saying we all got these values about people and friends and family, but the thing is, you try and please them, make them happy. Say good things about them. And what do? They try and drag you down, make you miserable and unhappy because they're unhappy and miserable and their life is not going the way they're going. So they want to make you miserable and unhappy and drag them down with them. You know, you think of these thoughts and ideas for videos on YouTube just to relax you, to calm you down, to help you see what life is and what's in front of you, to distract your brain when you get angry and annoyed all the time. They have their own ways of reading books and playing card games or playing Sudoku on the computer or just playing it on, general, watching their own TV. There's a lot of people that are confused and mixed up in this world. Could it get any more worse? Perhaps they've not been trained to understand or they don't want to understand people. There's a lot of selfish people in the world, as we all know. And, imagine having dreams and stories that you tell about people and they don't believe you, think it's all stupid and not a load of rubbish and nonsense. You just make up all these stories. Even though it's true to you and it feels real to you and yourself, they can't understand that. The whole world was built on ideas and stories and people do and go out there. Everything you see and do is people have invented. But they don't understand it, do they? They just always seem to be quick to judge you just because they're insecure with their own life and they don't understand their own thoughts of where they are. Are they as much as just confused as you are? They try and send you crazy and do lally when you're not crazy and do lally. They've got the problems. They drink too much. They take too many drugs and tablets. Some people say don't mix drugs and tablets together because you don't think straight. I mean, imagine trying to have a conversation with your friends and family and all you hear from them is moody all the time, anger all the time. You ask them if they had a nice day, they answer you. They can't have a proper conversation with you. They can't speak to you normally. They just get stuck. They stutter on the words. There's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, when they're doing it deliberately on purpose because they don't want to speak to you and they don't want to know you. But if it's anyone else they're talking to, the finest pie, as one would say to some other people, friends and their family, it's like being the black sheep of the family. They don't care about you. They just pretend to be nice to you because it's the time that passes the time of day, or it makes them feel better. I'm doing this video because this video is like a memory of what my thoughts are and opinions are. In case I forget what things are, I can come back to this video. And you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you are struggling with these things and going through the same problems that I'm going through, can look back at this video and think, This guy is right. He's having the same problems as what we are. True, I am. And sometimes it's a struggle to just grow up in life, being on your own, be your friends or family or somebody else. Only so far people can help you and support you. Some people just don't know where to go or to turn to. When I feel down, angry and depressed, I usually speak in the air, I speak to myself. Some people think that's a comfort thing. I usually go to the graveyard in Shifnal Ifnal, and I usually go and talk to my great nan about things and general private things that some people don't know about. You know, I do miss her dearly. She was a lovely lady, heart of gold. And I miss my granddad as well. He isn't buried in the same graveyard, obviously. But my uncle's buried in the same graveyard as my great nan. My other nan I don't really talk to. My other granddad I speak to on the phone, but he's always moody and grumpy. Perhaps he's got his own problems. You try and bring him up every day. He just seems to be grumpy all the time. I try and speak to my uncle a lot as well. But my uncle has got his own life, his own kids and family. And the thing is, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, you may not understand. When you get older, people get distant from you. And when you're an adult, you have to do things yourself, which is not an easy thing to do. Some people can cope, some people can't. Some people get put in old people's homes, some people get put in the children's home or foster care, or adult placements when they're grown up. Then they get their own flat and move at their own place. Some people never move back to the same areas that they've been taken from. Which I mean by that is, if a social worker moves you to a different area, you ain't going to go back. Say if I'm from Shifnal Ifnal, yeah? Which I am, from Shifnal. And I've always lived in Shifnal. I've lived in many places. And say if you're in Shifnal and you wanted to go back to Sheffield, usually they keep you in the same area or get you a place in that area. They won't just get you a place in Sheffield or Manchester or Birmingham or Liverpool. You'd have a place in that area. Some people may move back if they've got the money. Other people may not because they haven't got the money. And they make their life and their home the best way it is and make the friends that are around them. It's not an easy thing to do, I know. And lots of us do struggle. Some of us don't go back to our friends and families and visit them because we don't see a need to. Some people say the friends and the families that you meet are your friends and your families. Some people forget about their other life of their family and their friends. That's what it feels like to me. Imagine your own father not even bothering with you. And I don't even imagine, it's horrible. And some of you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have never seen your own mum or dad or father, or never witnessed them to be alive or seen them. I do apologise, and it ain't my doing. Or grandma and granddad have to bring you up just to have an ordinary life and be happy. It's never easy, is it? They say it is, but it can be difficult when you haven't got the right help and things that are around you. Right, hold on a second, I think the phone's still filming. I've been on the phone for like 8 minutes. But I thought I'd get this video out there. If you are struggling with things, I'm a good person, I'm a good guy. But some people out there that are trolls and idiots thrive off that because they have a shit life themselves. They try and drag you down with them. But they don't seem to think and realise and understand up here. There's always somebody else cleverer than you are. Your words don't mean anything to me, trolls. Your hatred, your aggressiveness, and you do it because you've got an insecure life of your own. Then you can't move on to one person, you go into the next person. When someone else blocks you or bans you off YouTube, you go into the next person and upset them because that's what you do. You're insecure of your own life, that's why you upset other people. You can't be happy like everybody else. You probably don't even like your own family. That's what some trolls are like. And their own family can't even stand them either. But I'm pretty sure if their families understood what these trolls and haters and people that bully people online on PS4, Xbox and PC were doing, they'd probably disown them and be very disgusted and upset and say, well, we didn't raise somebody like this. But not everybody has the same morals as other people, and they wonder why they're behind bars, they wonder why they're in prison because of their own actions. Nobody else put you there except yourself. Or you may got set up and put there by some other people. No one's perfect, but we all try and be nice and humble. You know what I mean? Love, be a friend to people in the world and love one another. And keep people happy and comforted and safe. But not everybody sees the same values and morals. It is a crazy world. It really is. But we all living in the same world in different areas. What would you think? sometimes when you're clever, you get ideas and thoughts, or when you're drunk or high, you get other ideas. Some people, this comes naturally to them. That makes sense. But anyway, I've got to try and think of more ideas and videos. Thank you for all joining me, and I'll take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, peace. Thank you, Jeremy, peace.